Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Emily, and on this channel we talk about all things bookish, sometimes college life, sometimes some vacation vlogs. Also, welcome to 2025. I'm filming this video on New Year's Day. It's a little bit past Christmas, but I'm excited to show you guys all these books. However, I don't want to just preface this video. I don't get a lot of books from my family because if you see my bookshelf back there, they think I'm a hoarder. They think I have a problem. They're just like, Emily, you have so many books, like you do not need more. So I wanted to just preface, I don't have like the biggest book haul for you. However, I did get a Target gift card and I do want to go to Target and have like a little book shopping date with you guys. So I'm gonna show you guys the haul that I got from my family, and then I'm gonna take you guys on a little book shopping vlog so we can go get some more books together. So that was my preface, and I do want to start off with what my brother got me actually, which was a Kindle Paperwhite. So the actual, what is this called? Kindle cover is from his girlfriend, very nice of her, but the Kindle inside is from him. Thank you, Christopher. Love you to death. I've already started using it. I am reading, what book am I reading right now actually? Me like literally not knowing how to use this. Wait, why can't I see what I'm reading? No, wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. I had to touch it up here. Okay, I'm reading. That took a while. I'm reading If the Sun Never Sets, which is the If Love book 2 from the Anna Huang series. But look how stunning. Oh my goodness. I'm literally 88% of the way through, loving my little Kindle. I love it so much. It's always in my bag, always ready to go whenever I want to read. This was like one of my favorite gifts that I got this Christmas. I'm so blessed, so happy. Thank you, Christopher. Moving on to my uncle and aunt, they're also pretty decent readers, and we used to actually have a book club together, but because of college and my busy schedule, we kind of like laid off of it for a little bit. But they got me A Winter's Promise, The Mirror Visitor Book 1 by Christelle Davos. I think that's how you say her name. This is a pretty popular book. I've seen this cover so many places, especially for those that are super into fantasy, because I think this is an adult fantasy novel. I do not think it's is it a YA? I don't think so. But I've heard amazing things about it. I'm gonna read the back because I feel like I can't do it justice. Ophelia, love the name, possesses two special gifts, a talent for seeing into an object's past and the ability to travel through mirrors. Her peaceful existence on Anima is interrupted when she's promised in marriage to the taciturn Thorn, a member of a powerful clan from a cold and distant Ark, a pawn in a dangerous game that will have far-reaching consequences for her entire world. Ophelia must navigate the lies and I cannot say it, machinations of her fiance's clan in order to survive in the first installment of the internationally best-selling Mirror Visitors series. The cover is just stunning. I love the cover. And I don't know, I'm a little scared because I think it is an adult fantasy novel, and I've never read an adult fantasy novel before. They're just well known for having really complex world building. And that's a little scary when you're getting into, because you're like, is it gonna be slow to get into? Is it gonna jump in with action? You never know. But I'm very excited for it. Dewey's and Lashonda, love you. Okay, now moving on to the books that my boyfriend got me. My boyfriend is amazing. He always gets me the best books off of my wish list. He literally knows what I love. So the first book that he got me was Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I read Caraval this year by Stephanie Garber, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't love it, but I really want to read this series. Everyone raves about this series. They specifically talk about this scene. I've seen the fan art everywhere of this guy holding her, this girl, and I don't really know what's going on there. But people are like, oh my gosh, that scene, he's amazing. But I don't even know like what it even is about. It follows a girl named Evangeline Fox who has always believed in true love and happy endings until she learns that the love of her life will marry another. Desperate to stop the wedding, Evangeline strikes a deal with the charismatic, immortal Prince of Hearts. But I'm assuming that guy in the fan art is the Prince of Hearts. But she will soon discover that bargaining with the Prince of Hearts is a dangerous game. He has plans for Evangeline, plans that will either end in the greatest happily ever after or the most exquisite tragedy. So I've learned from Caraval that Stephanie Garber's, at least this world, is more of a nonsensical fiction, Alice in Wonderland vibes. And I didn't love it in Caraval, but maybe I'm just hoping maybe like I just wasn't in the mood, like the right reading mood, or maybe it was just a little bit too young for me and this one will be a little bit better because people love this series a lot more than Caraval. So we will see. It may not be the first on my list. I'm a little scared. I might have to watch a lot of TikToks to be like get me really excited about it, but I do want to get to the point where I know what that fan art means. So we will see. Okay, the next two I'm very excited about is The Wrath and the Dawn and The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Ahdieh. I go to school at the University of Tennessee, and so at my apartment there, I have a roommate, and she's also a reader, which I love. And we were just talking about books, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, Emily, this book is just so phenomenal." She told me the summary. She was telling me that the romance is to die for, and it's just phenomenal. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, who is it by?" Renee Ahdieh. I was like, oh my gosh, that is a really good author that was super famous in like 2010s. Everybody was reading all of her books. And so I was like, okay, I got you. I'm putting it on my wish list. And my boyfriend bought it for me for Christmas. Basically, every dawn brings horror to a different family in a land ruled by a killer. Khalid, the 18-year-old Caliph of Khorasan. These names I'm gonna literally butcher, and I'm so sorry. He takes a new bride each night only to have her executed at sunrise. So it is a terrible surprise when 16-year-old I'm sorry, this is so bad, I'm gonna butcher her name. I'm gonna say Sharsad volunteers to marry Khalid, but she does so with a clever plan to stay alive and exact revenge on the Caliph for a murder of her best friend and countless other girls. Shazi's wit and will get her through the dawn, but with a catch, she may be falling in love with her murderer. My roommate is obsessed with this book. She says it's like one of her favorites, so I literally, as soon as I opened this, I sent her a picture and I was like, look what I got. I'm so excited to see what the hype is about. I trust her with my life, so I'm very excited to read this book. Okay, the last book is actually a couple of books, which is the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Oh, I have it upside down, I think. Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I've read The Inheritance Games by her, and I actually gave my boyfriend The Inheritance Games to read as well. I loved that series, but it's so crazy because every single person that I know that has read that series has like a different favorite character in a different book, and I find that so cool about her writing that she really makes you attached to every single one of the characters. And this follows a girl named Cassie who has a special gift, I guess, of reading people and seeing the tiniest details, and she can tell you who you are and what you want. And the FBI collects a bunch of different teenagers and uses them to solve cold cases. So I don't really know too much about the other characters. I don't know if each book follows a different character or if it all follows Cassie, but maybe you get a couple of other POVs, or if each book follows a different cold case, because I know in the Inheritance Game, every single book followed a different, I guess, mystery or puzzle that they needed to solve. What I do know is that I'm very excited about it. I feel like people would definitely love the Inheritance Games more than this series, but I've heard so many good things about this series and people really do like them. I love my boyfriend for getting me this series. I feel just like the Inheritance Games. I'm going to, if I love them, I'm going to give it to him, see if he loves them. He loves mystery, thrillers, all of those different things. So I think he'll love these books too. So those were all the books that I got for Christmas. I love all of them. I'm so excited to start reading them, but I'm also very excited to start going to Target and buying some more books. So let's get into it. Okay, hello. We are in the car and I wanted to go over the game plan. As Ryan Trahan would say, how bad is this lighting right now? So basically, I want to go to two Targets. One, I'm not only going for books, I really want this plant. So sidetracked, but I'll let you know if I find it. But number two, I feel like Targets always have either everything that you ever want or nothing at all. So we're going to two different Targets just to be safe. And I also wanted to let you know of some of the books that I am kind of looking for while I'm at Target. So the first one is the third book in the Lightlark series. I read the first book, Lightlark, in 2024, and I really liked it. My boyfriend for my birthday got me Night Bane, which is the second book, and I think it's only a trilogy, I'm hoping, because I really don't want to get into another 6-book series right now. But the issue is at Barnes & Noble's, hardcover books are always so expensive, and so usually I always buy them on Amazon or wait for my boyfriend to give me them. And so I've never really looked at Target's selection of hardcovers, so I don't know if they're expensive. So, may not get it, but still gonna look at the price. Second book is any Fredrik Backman book. I've heard such amazing things about him and his books and his writing, and I've seen the movie The Man Called Otto, and the book is The Man Called Ove. I got it for my aunt for Christmas, so I really want to either get that one or a different book, just see. I think Beartown would be amazing, but I don't even know if Target has his books in stock. And third, I feel like all Target should have the Assassin's Blade, Throne of Glass. I've read the first two books in the Throne of Glass series. I really enjoyed the second one, so I want to go back to the Assassin's Blade, which is the prequel, and I want to find out who Sam is. So those are the 3 books that I have in my mind. We will see what books we're actually going to get. There are so many people here. This Target has so much. Oh my gosh, hold on. Who knew the book section was so popular? I literally had to go into a completely different aisle to even talk to you guys. So many people kept popping up, and like, sometimes I can film in public, but not when there's that many people. Okay, there were so many books here, so many, but I found 2 of the books that I wanted. There's never any Fredrik Backman. I do want to go to another Target to see what they have. I wanted to look for a 3rd book that I could buy, but I just don't think there's, guys, I'm so nervous filming in here. Okay, hey guys, I secured the bag. I got 2 books here. I was excited about that book selection. There was just so many people here. So many people are here. I don't know what it is. Maybe people are off for the holidays, but it's after, I don't know what it is. But there were like 5 people in any aisle with me at all moments, at all times. So it was a little anxiety inducing to film. Number 1, I found plants. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna get them at the second Target I go to because I know they also have plants at that one. But also I got Starbucks with me. I always get a matcha latte with oat milk instead of regular milk, and then I get 3 pumps of sugar-free vanilla, and then I just recently started to put cold foam because that's what the people are doing nowadays. And then I also got a turkey bacon sandwich. I've never had the sandwich before, so I'll let you know how it is. Might forget. But I'm about to go to the second Target. What I was trying to say in there was that oh, the light is so bad too. Oh my gosh. What I was trying to say in there was that the book selection was kind of massive. They had like 3 different shelves just dedicated to romance books, fantasy books, a lot of popular books on there. No Fredrik Backman, unfortunately. But I did buy 2 fantasy books. So hopefully Emily, why did I just say myself in the 3rd person? Future Emily is what I was trying to say, is gonna be a fantasy reader, because sometimes I get in my specific moods. But let's go on into the second Target to get some more books. Okay, second Target, way less crowded, way less. And of course they have the same things, but I feel like this one has a little bit more, probably because not a lot of people are freaking hounding over everything. I don't know. One thing I will say is they have a lot more of like a full series. I feel like the other Target just had like the first and last book in a series, but these have like the whole Love redesigned books, all the like the Collided, Throttled, Lauren Asher books. They have almost the entire Throne of Glass series. The other one had like 3 or 4, but it was just not the same. And one thing that both Targets have is like this special editions collection, but even this one has the entire 3 books in the Lucy Score series. But they have like a special edition section, and I just found a new young adult section. Like this Target has it all. Okay, we're back from Target. I bought 3 books. Honestly, this Target run was kind of chaotic for me. There were so many people there. I'm gonna be honest, I really miss my Barnes & Noble shopping vlogs. Barnes & Noble just has like a peacefulness that Target cannot provide, you know? And usually, I go to Target, people go to Target for books that are cheaper than Barnes & Noble's because there's always 20% off sales and all of that good stuff. But they were so expensive. I feel like every book there was like 20, 18, 25. I was like, can you guys calm down a little bit? Hopefully I can go back to Barnes & Noble soon. But for right now, let me show you guys the books that I got. Okay, so the first 2 that I got, that I kind of already told you guys that I was going to get, is The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J Maas and Sky Shade. So first, The Assassin's Blade. I am so excited for this because I finally get to see who Sam is. I've already read the first 2, Throne of Glass, and oh my gosh, what's the second one? Crown of Midnight. I've already read those 2, loved Crown of Midnight, but she keeps mentioning Sam, and I'm like, okay, who is this guy? I'm gonna read the back to you. It says, Selena Sardathian is her kingdom's most feared assassin. Though she works for the powerful Assassins Guild and its scheming master, Arobin Hamel, she yields to no one and trusts only her fellow killer for hire, Sam. But when Arabin dispatches her on missions that take her from remote islands to hostile deserts, Celaena finds herself acting independently of his wishes and questioning her own allegiance. If she hopes to escape Arabin's clutches, Celaena will have to put her faith in her wits and her blade, knowing that if she fails, she'll lose not just the chance of freedom, but her life. I am so excited for this. Mostly because the first 2 books had more of a magical element to it, like fairies and stuff. But this one, I feel like, I don't think is gonna contain any of that stuff. I feel like it's just gonna be more of like a thriller, not thriller, but like more of action and fighting and just normal human assassin stuff, which I personally like more than all the fairy stuff, not gonna lie. So then the second book that I got from the first Target was Skyshade by Alex Astor. I can't for the life of me explain what Lightlark is and that whole series is. I just can't. It's just kind of, it's not too complex, but I just don't know how to explain it. So I brought the first book of Lightlark here to read to you. It's pretty short. So it just says, welcome to the Centennial. Every 100 years, the island of Lightlark appears for only 100 days to host a deadly game, where the rulers of 6 realms fight to break their curses and win unparalleled power. Each ruler has something to hide. Each curse is uniquely wicked. To break them and save themselves and their realms, one ruler will die. To survive, Isla Crown must lie, cheat, betray, even as love complicates everything. There's a love triangle in here that I really love between literally Oro, who is the god of sun basically, and then Grimm, who is literally like the complete opposite, death, like nightmares type vibes. Everyone on TikTok loves Grimm. I love Oro so much, but I haven't read the second book yet, which is Nightbane, and I think Grimm is gonna shine in that book. But the last one, Skyshade, Sky, Sun, I don't know. Maybe this is Oro's book, and maybe, I don't know. That's one of my favorite things about Lightlark. I know some people don't really love love triangles, but I'm such a big fan in fantasy books. So this being a love triangle that I really don't know who's gonna win, I adore that. Okay, last up is a book that wasn't on my list, but I've actually been looking at this book for a while. It is Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. Okay, I was a little hesitant to pick up more Tessa Bailey stuff because I read Hook, Line, and Sinker by her, loved it, 5 out of 5 stars, one of my favorite romance books. I love it so much. But then I read one of her older books, which is Window Shopping, and I really did not like it. I basically hated the book. It was not good. And then I read one of her newer ones. I forgot what it was called. It's called Secretly Yours, and it was just okay. Like, it was whatever. And so now I'm really worried, but the synopsis of this really gets me excited. It's about this guy named Wells, and he was once golf's hottest rising star. But lately, all he has to show for his promising career is a killer hangover, a collection of broken clubs, and one remaining supporter. No matter how bad he plays, the beautiful, sunny redhead is always on the sideline. He curses, she cheers, he scowls, she smiles. But when Wells quits in a blaze of glory and his fangirl finally goes home, he knows he made the greatest mistake of his life. Just first off, I love a grumpy sunshine. So I feel like this is giving that so heavily. And then Josephine Doyle believes in the gorgeous, grumpy golfer, even when he didn't believe in himself. Yet, after he throws in the towel, she begins to wonder if her faith was misplaced. Then a determined Wells shows up at her door with a wild proposal. Be his new caddy, help him turn his game around, and split the prize money. And considering Josephine's professional and personal life is in shambles, she really could use the cash. Is this a real life? But Wells is technically her boss, and an athlete falling for his fangirl would be ridiculous, right? That sounds so good. I'm a little scared with how she's gonna do the ending, if this is gonna be like a slow burn, if it's gonna be, I don't know, the pacing I'm a little concerned about, because that is what I found, I guess, a little bit difficult in some of her other novels, Secretly Yours and also Window Shopping. So hopefully I get on the Tessa Bailey train again, and I love this book. She comes out with a bang, and it's one of my favorite romances of the year. I don't know. But yeah, those are all the books that I got for Christmas and bought for Christmas. I am so blessed to have a family that gives me Target gift cards and Kindles and books because they know I love all of those things. But let me know if you've read any of the books that I have received. Let me know what you got for Christmas as well. I would love to know. And yeah, please subscribe, comment down below, do whatever you want to do, and goodbye.